wrist, man. Check the wrist, man. Got him hot. Hey, man, can't. It's a big scam when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards. You just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Hey, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Hey, she want it like me cause her lame, she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep the score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts. Whole team counted.
All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Kansas City Chiefs. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Yellow, flying! Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. '29 is the Mike 29.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And got his man complete. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. A huge play there right off the bat. 57 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, and they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
From the 17, Mahomes. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. Getting into the act on the opening drive here with a sack. And remember, they had 5 last week.
And they saw that on film, and that meant that they had to get together. Offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, offensive line coach, receivers coach, and say, how do we beat this pressure? Because everyone has to win against the defense and get the ball in the hands of the quarterback very quickly.
Mahomes now to throw. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down. So here's Greg Zuerlein now as he'll try for the field goal. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Fields. It's caught, Smith. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
The last play on the completion got him half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, Fields. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now to Geis. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Here's Geis. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. On first down, this is Geis. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Geis receives the pitch. And an alley to run. 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
First down, 49ers.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
At the 9-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, Geis. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Darius Geis, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. No problem there on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Niners 7, Chiefs 3.
Joseph now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And going deep for... That's caught inside the 20. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. And even 60 yards.
First and 10 at the
Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Chiefs 3.
Yellow. Watch the run.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to bowl his way into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead is now 10-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 26. A big play there for the Niners. And a very appropriate gain as well, 49 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And they're going to get about 3 here out of this 1st down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
At the Chiefs' 23-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On the ground, it's Geis. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching, and there was another 1st down run right there.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Ready, ready. Hey, come on. Time to go. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Hatch it.
Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Now Greg Joseph for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Joseph is good, and that will knot us up at 10. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. On second down, it's Chandler. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Now here's Mahomes. And the pressure gets to him again. Nick Bosa in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
Brings up 4th down.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Taking it about the 16. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
Toe bashed it.
Super toe.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Off play action. Fields. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. From the gun, Fields. And this one complete to Smith. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the 1st down. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. Couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
He's got a man complete. 36 yards on the play.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great, let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Gets this one to Hill. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the...
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Here's Mahomes to throw. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Throwing on 2nd down. Mahomes. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
First and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
Yellow. Let's go, Lou, lady.
Working from the gun, Mahomes to the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time, but it'll be second and goal.
It's now second and goal at the 1-yard line.
Kelsey out in the slot right. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. So we have reached halftime here in a good one. 10-10 is our score. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. A huge play there on the screen pass. 43 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now. Now Guy stripped. He lost the football.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Watch twitch. Watch twitch.
Looking to throw on second down. Fields. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 22-yard line.
And the 49er first down.
Here we go. Set. Henry. Bang, 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 bang.
They'll run with Geis. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Darius Geis with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Joseph now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Yellow.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. To throw, it's Mahomes. And he's going to go down again. Frank Clark able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Flushed out right. And this is going to be incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. And it's fielded at the 34. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
On the ready. 50, Mike, 50. Got the run. 36, 36.
Geis. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 13 yards there and a Niner first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Check, check. Get it roll. Press. Press.
Looking to throw. Fields. Being chased out left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. And a play like that with how far he had to go to make that sack shows how athletic defensive ends have become in the NFL.
And not just athletic. This is coached in a big way. Run to the football at all times. How about him never giving up on it and pursuing all the way across the field?
Mike 50. He don't know no better.
Off the play fake. Fields. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down.
He was covered by Jair Alexander.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
I smell fear in that offense. 56, right there, 56. Come to our work. We won't.
Operating from the gun. Field. So no 6 points, incomplete.
You hear the